So 317 final video project, gender stereotypes. When babies are born, they are either classified as male or female, or more commonly used for children, boy or girl. These are two genders that are socially constructed, meaning that society has normalized these. Yes, the child is young and unable to speak for themselves, but by associating and raising a child as a boy or a girl, it puts them into a box that can be hard to challenge or move out of. As these children get older, parents and society use the perceived gender of the child to raise them in a way that matches their gender. Because gendered behavior and norms come from society, people use these to associate certain behaviors to male and females or boys and girls. This is known as social constructionism. Social constructionism is social categories and the behaviors associated with them which come from society. It means that we are not born this way, but rather we are raised this way through reinforcement and behaviors that are taught. Because gender stereotypes, boys and girls are raised differently. Clothing can be classified as girl clothes or boy clothes, which indicate that dressing like the other gender is wrong. Also, boys and girls are assumed to have different ways in which we talk. Boys are thought to have lower-pitched voices, where girls should be ladylike and have higher-pitched voices. If this does not line up with their perceived gender, assumptions are often made, which is wrong and harmful on many levels because it indicates that boys and girls have to be, act, or sound a certain way. Also, body movement is another stereotype that can be associated with gender beliefs and norms. Boys are allowed to be open and dominate in their space and movement, yet girls are taught to take up little space and be subtle in their movement. Again, by doing gender or making children conform to these behaviors, it reinforces the idea that there is a wrong way and a right way. Additionally, along with doing gender, parents often use perceived gender when picking activities and extracurriculars for their children. It is normal for boys to do sports that involve roughhousing and aggression, such as football, wrestling, or hockey. Girls, however, are put into activities that are seen as ladylike, such as dance and gymnastics. Again, when parents have their kids do gender, it reinforces to children and the public that there's a correct way to be a boy or a girl. Again, this is harmful as it emphasizes that anything other than the norm is weird and unnatural. Solutions. Given that this is harmful, how can we address this problem? Given that babies are socialized from birth and gendered from a young age, and children continue to have these gendered behaviors and norms reinforced through socialization, it is important to challenge these ideas. Now, given that it will be easier to challenge the gender system, as well as make all things seem normal and natural, and we won't just rely on society to tell us what is and isn't natural. One way we can do this is by allowing children and parents to explore both boy and girl activities. This will empower both boys and girls to explore things outside of the box that is associated with being a girl or a boy. It teaches them and will allow them to understand that nothing is too boyish or girlish as long as they enjoy whatever it is that they are doing. Another way we can work to reduce reinforcing gender stereotypes, norms, and behaviors is by making sure toys remain gender neutral. Currently, toys are split into categories such as boy toys and girl toys. Parents often buy toys based off their child being a boy or a girl. Because kids learn gender through behaviors and play, giving children access to all toys, regardless of being boyish or girlish, can be beneficial in making sure children do not feel pressured or taught to act in a certain way simply because of their perceived gender. Providing a variety of toys will allow children to explore both perceived masculine and feminine play. Additionally, when boys age, they are considered men. With men, they are pressured to be a real man. This means that they need to watch the way they dress, their hobbies, and watch their emotions. Given that gender reinforcement starts at a young age, we can reduce the need and expectation to feel like a real man during childhood. This can be done by making sure both boys and girls are allowed to express themselves in a masculine and feminine way. Parents and society can teach all children that emotions, whether these be positive emotions or negative emotions, are okay to express when needed. This can be reinforced by the language we use in front of kids. We can say, "It's okay to cry. Everyone deserves to feel and express emotions." And we can also reduce phrases such as "act ladylike," "boys should be tough," "you're being too loud" if talking to a girl. This can help children in society challenge traditional gender norms, beliefs, and behaviors by making sure change is noticeable and enforced at a young age.